Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. My name is DeQeo Omuta, but I go by the name Keme. Keme is the name I came up with myself because a couple of people were finding it difficult to pronounce my name. So today, let's talk business. I've had the privilege of being picked. I'm not sure if I'm the first or second or third person, but I'm going to talk about my business and what I do. Now, what I do, just a minute, let me go through the questions. Let's see. What I do is I help people who want to study abroad with gaining genuine admissions into foreign universities abroad. So, let's say, for instance, someone just finishes their secondary school and they want to do medicine abroad, or they want to do computer engineering or something, they want to study some course, some degree abroad. They come to me, I help them find a school in a country that fits with their preferences. Like, I don't know, tuition fees, or they want a country that is not too cold and stuff like that. I have to do a little search and find out something. They find a school that meets their preferences. There are many things students consider when they want to study abroad. I help make that selection or decision process easier for them. Now, the way the thing works is that I'm not able to get admission for people into any school. I have links with certain schools, and I can get you admission into any of those schools. So that's kind of how it works. Yeah. So in summary, that's what I do. I call it. Most people call it study abroad, which is it's a common term for it, but it's not exactly correct because it's international education consulting. That's the official name or term for this thing. But most people call it study abroad. And when people go on the internet to look for me, they're looking for study abroad agents. So I kind of go with the slogan or tagline, study abroad people, or the study abroad agent. And if you go to my website, you would see the study abroad people over there. So yeah, that's what I do mostly. That's probably my biggest source of income. Now, why I do this, besides the fact that I really like to, sorry, just a minute. Yeah, so besides the fact that I really like to help people, like, I feel it's my, how do I put this? I don't know, for me, my purpose, so to speak, is to help make life easy for myself and for those around me. And I do that in any way that I can, with my time, with my skills and knowledge that I've acquired, with efforts and all that kind of thing. So in 2016, I left Nigeria for the first time to Northern Cyprus to study computer engineering. And the process itself was not as difficult as, was not as difficult as we were meant to believe. I'm sure a lot of you have an idea what it takes or what it's like to study abroad. But the process wasn't as difficult at all. It was expensive, yes, because the school I was going to then was in Cyprus. And then they were using Cyprus pounds. And Cyprus pounds was like one of the strongest currencies in the world back then. So paying school fees in Cyprus pounds was freaking expensive, okay? So the tuition fee was really expensive, but the process of studying abroad was not expensive at all. And at the end of the day, I was like, if this thing is really not as difficult as people think, then I think I need to show more people. Like, I need to show more people that studying abroad is really not as hard as it is. So from that moment, I had it in mind to try and help as many people as possible, to go and study abroad. So from my first semester, I started talking to people. The first person I spoke to was my friend. He was my classmate during my diploma in Uniben, Anderson. So the school that I went the first time was not the school I graduated from. I switched schools after one semester. So when I went to the second school, Anderson joined me. So since then, that was in 2006. Yeah, 2006. So since then, I and Anderson had helped at least 8 students. They were always coming in pairs because Andy had his father had friends that were in NNPC and all those kind of things. So they wanted to send their students and children abroad to school study, and they were always sending them in pairs. You know, the brother and sister, brother and sister, brother and sister. So that's how we were able to send about 8, like one every semester, one every year, something like that. In addition to that, I, came across Naira Land, and I used to have discussions there with people, and I came across this thread. Someone said, started this thing like, Nigerians living in Cyprus. And so I picked an interest, and we started talking. The guy was like, oh, it's in so and so place. Just a minute. And it was like, he's in so and so place and all that. I was like, yeah, I'm in so and so place. And we started talking. And that thread kind of evolved from, hello, hi, I'm in this part of Cyprus, you're in that part of Cyprus, to, I don't know what to call it, like a go-to place for people that wanted to come to Cyprus to study. So a lot of people started asking questions. Oh, I'm interested in studying in this place. What do I do? How do I do this one? How do I do that one? Where do I get this one? Blah, 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 blah. And the thing expanded, and a lot of people kind of knew me from there. But there were some people, I don't know what to call these people. There are these people that are experts at something that they know nothing about, Because in this business, I've met a lot of students who will tell me, oh, when they go to the embassy, they hear so and so thing about Cyprus, or like places this, places that. And I ask them, those people that are telling you shit about Cyprus, have they been to Cyprus? They're like, well, no, we're all in the embassy together. And I'm like, how can they be experts about Cyprus? I mean, at that time I was living in Cyprus. I was like, how can they be experts about a place where I live in, where they have never even stepped foot in? And I was like, don't listen to them. Whatever I tell you, you would come and you will see